Hey, Robot Party friends. This is Treasureyez, and I'm here with wujak, and this is our Digimon card game tutorial featuring the new starter decks Dragon of Courage and Wolf of Friendship. Say hi, wujak.
Hi, I'm wujak. So we're gonna start off with just a little basic overview of the game rules and kind of what the cards look like, and then we'll be showing a example game, trying our best to explain everything along the way so that it makes sense for new people. We'll be using the two newest starter decks at the time, which are a classic Wargreymon and a Garurumon deck. So hopefully it'll be a good time and a good introduction, and we'll talk some more about the specifics of the club at the end. So first things first, to introduce the cards themselves, there are, you can tell by the card backs, two different kinds. These blue ones go in your main deck. These white ones are special egg cards that start off separately and kind of are used to get your Digimon going. So they aren't played like normal Digimon. They live down here in this raising area, and you get to play up to 5 of them, and it's just a thing you digivolve off the top of to get yourself going. All other Digimon card looks something like this. They have a play cost in the top left, a digivolve cost, and under that, for how much it costs, level 3 will build off of your level 2, 4s on 3s, etc. They have effects, inherited effects, as if they're um, the Digimon you've digivolved on top of, build up the strength of um, the top level Digimon. So after that, we have Tamers, which stay on the field after you play them and do something, every turn or start of your turn or when you play them or something like that. They're there to stick around unless removed otherwise. Also, option cards, which are more of your one-time use special effect cards that will have a play cost and do a thing. This one deletes a Digimon that's level 5 or lower. A lot of them will have security effects, which we'll talk about some when we go over the main game rules. And then these starter decks introduce a new effect and type of Digimon, which are these Ace Digimon that blast Digivolve, and we will explain that as it comes up in the game, because it will make more sense in context.
Awesome. Well, with that, why don't we get set up for the game and play a game of Digimon? Cool. So we're all set up to play. We each have our 50 card deck and our 4 card Digi Egg deck. You can run up to 5 cards in your Digi Egg deck, but these starter decks just come with 4, which is the maximum of 1 card you can run. And so we're going to start by shuffling. And then we'll each draw a starting hand of 5 cards. You may notice you can see both hands, but obviously when you're playing a normal game of Digimon, you only see your hand. And so I have my 5 card hand here. Actually don't really like this hand to start with very much. I've got a level 3, but then I've got 3 level 5s and 1 option card. So what I'm going to do is mulligan. And so when you draw your first hand of the game, you can actually decide to put them back in your deck and draw a new hand of 5 cards. Wujak, are you going to keep your hand or are you going to mulligan?
No, mine's looking pretty much as good as it gets. I have a 3, 4, 5, and 6, so I'm
All
looking
right.
good.
Well, I don't love to hear that, but let's hope I can draw a hand that's as good as that. Okay. It's looking pretty rough, but we're gonna try to play it out.
Now, you got to try to play it out
I
because you
gotta
only
try to
get
play
one
it out.
mulligan.
Uh, we're gonna roll to see who goes first. I got a 1,
Oh, I also got a 1.
a 2, and a 5.
5.
Okay,
So
so
I will be going
Jack is gonna go
first.
first. And then we're gonna add 5 cards to our security stack. And so when you attack your opponent, you'll remove one of these cards from their security stack, or potentially more, depending on what effects you have. And then once your opponent has 0 security cards, you will attack them directly for game. But we'll see all that as we get into the gameplay. Wujak, you can take it away.
All right, so on my first turn, I will not get to draw because I'm going first. So it'll go straight into the hatch, and then my main phase will begin. I will Digivolve here. for free, because this is a level 3 Digimon on top of a level 2. You can see under the top left play cost, there's a Digivolve cost of 0 on a level 2. When you do a Digivolution like this, you stack the cards like this because the bottom of the cards have inherited effects. So because this Tapermon has Digivolved on a Sunomon, it gains the inherited effect when attacking. If you have 6 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1. So that is a way you can gradually build up your Digimon and you know, get more and more powerful effects. And when I Digivolved, I drew a card, which is very important. That's the main way you're going to be seeing new cards, is by continuing to Digivolve into bigger and bigger Digimon more and more often so that you can keep refilling your hand. So I will then Digivolve into Garurumon for 2, drawing a card, paying the cost, and now that the memory counter is on Treasure's side, my turn is over.
All right. So first the unsuspend phase, but I have nothing to unsuspend. The draw phase, where I will draw a card. And then the breeding phase, where I will hatch my Digi-Egg. So I've drawn a level 4, so that's great, because that's one of the cards I was missing from my hand. Now I'm going to evolve into a level 3 over my level 2 Koromon. See, I have 2 level 3s here. One, this Clear Agumon with the inherited effect of Reboot. And then this other card, which has an on-play effect, but no inherited effect. And since you can't activate an on-play effect in the breeding area, I'm going to save the Solarmon and evolve to Clear Agumon for 0 cost and draw a card. All right. I want to keep building in the raising area, so I'm going to evolve into this level 4 Greymon for 2 costs and draw a card. I could evolve into this level 5, but it has a Wind Digivolving effect, and since you can't use effects in the raising area and there's no Digimon on the opponent's side to target with the effect, I would actually just prefer to play this Solarmon. Solarmon's going to cost 3 memory to play, and on play, reveal the top card of my deck. If it is a black card, add it to my hand and trash the rest. So I'll reveal the top card of my deck. It is a Tai Kamiya, which is a black card, and I will add it to my hand. And it will be wujak's turn at 3 memory.
Okay, I will unsuspend phase, but I don't have anything to unsuspend. I will draw a card. I now get to decide if I want this Garurumon to raise up out of the breeding area to the play area. I do have a level 5 I can go into, a level 6 on top of that. I don't have enough memory to do both of those and keep my turn, so I think I'm going to opt to not do that at the moment. And instead, I'm going to opt to attempt to give Treasure as little memory to work with as possible and set myself up for the future. So I'm going to play the Tamer card, Matt.
I knew it.
For 4. At the start of my turn, if I have 2 or less memory, then I will set my memory to 3. So it is now Treasure's turn with 1 memory.
All right. Unsuspend phase, nothing to unsuspend. Draw phase, draw a card. Raising phase or breeding phase. I will choose to stay in the raising area. Get more value out of that stack later. Not really doing anything with this Solarmon though, so we're gonna get some damage in. I will attack security. When you attack security, you turn the card sideways to show that it is suspended, which basically means that it can no longer attack for the turn. And then wujak will reveal the top card of her security for the security check.
Security check. Full Mammothmon, which is 12k DP.
And so my Solarmon is a meager 2000 DP. It loses the battle and it will be deleted. Even though the card in wujak security was bigger, all Digimon that are revealed from security go to the trash unless it has an effect that says otherwise. And now since wujak is going to go to 3 memory anyway, thanks to her Madashita, and I would love to do the same thing on my next turn, I will play Tai Kamiya for a cost of 4 to give wujak 3 memory.
All right, so I will start my turn, unsuspending nothing again, drawing a card. I think now it's probably about time for me to start getting a bit more offensive. You see, I have a few level 3s in my hand. I get more value out of those if I'm able to Digivolve on top of new eggs. So I will raise this Skyrumon up, and I will Digivolve into Mammothmon for 3. Draw a card. And then I will play out this Elecmon for 3, since that's how much memory Treasure will be starting their turn with anyway. And then on play, I can draw a card and then trash one from my hand. I will trash this Tapermon. Matt has an effect all turns when you trash a card from your hand using one of your effects by suspending this tamer, gain a memory. I'm going to opt to not do that because it would put me to 2 memory. Their turn would start, they would go to 3 memory. And so I don't really
There's no
need to
benefit.
do that for any reason.
Yeah.
So don't think I will be discarding during their turn, but just in case, we'll leave the mat unsuspended.
Cool. Start of my turn. I'll draw a card. So I know that in Wujak's deck, there is a card that can remove level 5s from play. And if I move up right now and evolve into a level 5, there's a good chance that I could lose this Digimon. So instead, I'm going to make a rather unorthodox play and play Wargreymon Ace for 6 memory. And so Wargreymon Ace is a special new type of card called an Ace Digimon card. So what makes them unique is that they have fairly low play costs relative to their power. And you can also evolve into them for free on your opponent's turn when they declare an attack. The downside is if they get removed from play, you actually lose 4 memory, which can be a very big penalty. That said, I feel like this is the best play for me in this situation. I don't think it can be easily removed. And I'm going to pass over to Wujak at 3 memory, which she would have started at anyway with her Mat Ishida.
Alright, I will again unsuspend nothing. I will draw a card. I will hatch a new egg. I will Digivolve on top of that egg for 0. I will attempt to attack security with Elecmon.
I'm going to let that through because I realize your other Digimon has the effect Retaliation, which means that even if I'm the bigger Digimon in the battle, if Mammothmon would swing into my suspended Wargreymon Ace, we would both die, and I would lose 4 memory, which seems pretty bad for me. So I'm going to take that check. It's going to be a Tai Kamiya, which gets played from my security thanks to its security effect. Play this card without paying the cost.
I'll then Digivolve my Mammothmon to Skull Mammothmon for a cost of 4. Draw a card. Skull Mammothmon's effect when Digivolving, draw a card, then trash 1 card from your hand. So I'll draw a card, and I'm going to trash this Bakemon, which allows me to activate a few effects. First, I'll activate Matt's effects. All turn when you trash a card from your hand using one of your effects by suspending this Tamer, gain a memory. I will gain a memory and go back to 0. Skull Mammothmon. All turns once per turn, when a card is trashed from your hand by an effect, you may play 1 purple level 4 lower Digimon from your trash without paying its cost. So I got a couple options in here. I can either take the Bakemon, which is a blocker, the Tapermon that's a level 3 that would give one of my level 4 Digimon Retaliation. I'm actually here going to opt to take the Tapermon.
Okay.
Then I will attack security with my Skull Mammothmon.
All right.
12,000. I have a couple effects that could activate when attacking. Once per turn, draw a card, then trash a card from the Garurumon inherited effect. So I will draw a card, and then I will trash the Elecmon from my hand for that effect. And then Tsunomon has, when attacking, if you have 6 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1 and discard. I have exactly 6 cards in my hand, so I will draw a card, and I will discard this Marimon. So 1 check at 12,000 DP.
It is 2,000. You're good.
Okay. And because that Matt gained the memory, and I'm back at 0, it is still my turn. So I will Digivolve this Tapermon I brought back into a Bakemon for 2. Draw a card, and this is how I'm going to hope to dissuade this Wargreymon, because I now have a blocker with Retaliation, which means if they declare an attack, I can choose to suspend this Bakemon and have that attacker attack this Digimon instead, and when this Digimon dies, whichever Digimon destroyed it in battle also is destroyed.
Oh, definitely changes what I was planning to do, but let's see. I'll go to 3 memory, thanks to my tie. I'll draw a card. And now I am going to raise up. First, I'm going to evolve into Andromon for a cost of 3 and draw a card. Andromon has an effect when digivolving. De-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, which essentially removes the top card of the stack and leaves the lower level Digimon underneath. So I'm actually going to choose to de-digivolve this Bakemon, so I'll no longer have to worry about the blocker. To be honest, I would have really loved to de-digivolve this Skull Mammothmon, but I'm making the conclusion that this is the better play right now. And so now I am going to attack the Elecmon with Andromon.
That's 7,000 DP against 2,000 DP, so Elecmon is deleted.
All right, just clearing up the board here. And then I'm going to attack security with Wargreymon Ace.
Okay, I don't have any blockers or anything, so security check. I hit another mat, which security effect, play this card without paying its cost. We'll play another mat.
I'll activate Wargreymon Ace's effect. All turns, once per turn, when a card is removed from a security stack, unsuspend this Digimon. I'll actually attack security with Wargreymon Ace.
Okay, so another check at 11,000 DP. Check. Mammothmon, 7,000 DP. Wargreymon lives.
And now I'm going to play the option card, Advance of Courage for 4. Advance of Courage effect, unsuspend one of your Digimon. I'll unsuspend Wargreymon Ace. Then one of your Digimon with Greymon in its name is not affected by your opponent's effects until the end of your opponent's turn. And with that, I'll pass you the turn at 4 memory.
So my turn starts. I will unsuspend.
Hold on. Since I have the effect reboot from my Clear Agumon inherited effect, I will also unsuspend during your unsuspend phase.
I will draw a card. I can now choose if I want to raise out of the breeding area or not. I don't think I want to. My current strategy for getting rid of some of these powerful Digimon is to set up these Tapermon retaliation effects. But unfortunately, I don't have a level 4 in my hand right now, so it's a bit hard to do that. So I will leave this Tapermon here for now. I will attack security with this Tapermon. I still don't think they will actually use this blocker because I actually have more DP on my Skull Mammothmon. It would be able to hit over their blocker after it is suspended.
So I will actually block that attack with Wargreymon Ace. And when I do so, a few things are going to happen. First, I'll activate the effect of Greymon under my Andromon, the inherited effect. When an attack target is switched, gain 1 memory. I'll also activate the Koromon Egg effect under the same Digimon. When an attack target is switched, this Digimon gets 1000 DP for the turn. And then I will activate my Taikimiya effect. When attack target is switched, by suspending this tamer, draw 1, and one of your Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. And so I will suspend this to draw 1 and give Wargreymon Ace plus 2000 DP. And then I will suspend the other one to draw 1 and give Wargreymon Ace another plus 2000 DP, giving him 15,000 total.
Tapermon is deleted. Okay. Not going exactly how I had hoped, but they at least used their blocker on a fairly weak Digimon, which means I can now, they don't have any more blockers, so I will attack security with Skull Mammothmon, activating some when attacking effects. Garurumon, draw 1 card, then trash 1 card from your hand. So I will draw 1, and then I will trash this Gatsumon. Again, I have more than 6 cards in my hand, so Sunamon doesn't happen, but because I trashed a card from my hand, I can activate both of my mats to gain 1 memory each because I trashed a card from my hand with one of my effects. And Skull Mammothmon triggers to play a purple level 4 or lower Digimon from your trash without paying its cost. So I'm actually going to get out the Gatsumon that I discarded. So 1 check at 12,000 DP.
5,000. But this Greymon has a security effect. I may play 1 Agumon or 1 Tamer card with Tai in its name from my hand or trash without paying the cost. And so I think I will play this Agumon.
Okay. That was a scary thing to hit, because you'll notice they now have 3 Digimon. I only have 2 more security, so that represents 3 attacks at me. So if all of those happen, then they win. So I have to figure out something to do that's going to keep me in the game. I have a couple ways I could go about trying to do that. I think maybe one of my best options is my option card that Treasure alluded to earlier. I will play Baldy Blow for 4 and delete the Andromon.
Andromon is deleted. So when Digimon's deleted, the top card and everything under it will go to the trash.
I will then choose to do something that's going to give Treasure a bit more memory to work with than
Oh no.
is typically safe. But I will play this Pumpkinmon for 6, put them at 5. Pumpkinmon on play. You may play one of your purple level 3 from your trash without paying its cost. So I will search my trash, and I will play another Tapermon. So my plan here is that even with all this memory, they're not going to be able to get that extra attack in and win, and I'm trying to represent as many attacks as I can to try to win on my next turn, because it seems like we're getting close to the end here.
I will remind you that when a card is removed from security, Wargreymon Ace will unsuspend. So this does represent 3 attacks on the board right now.
It'll be fine. I'll get lucky.
Okay.
I don't have another plan.
All right. I will unsuspend. I will draw a card, and I will hatch a Digi-Egg. I'm going to try to win the game this turn, but you always want to evolve your level 3s in raising no matter what you think is going to happen, just in case. And so I will evolve into Agumon for 0, draw a card, and this is a very fateful moment because, again, my Wargreymon Ace is only 11,000, so if it dies in the security, then it'll be trouble for me.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they run into a Skull Mammothmon, which has more DP. I have a Wargarurumon Ace in my deck that has the same DP. I also have this Baldy Blow option card that wouldn't get rid of the Ace, but could at least clear out that Agumon. So I have a few things in there that could save me, but we'll see what happens.
I think I'm going to actually start by swinging at security with Agumon.
Okay, security check. Gatsumon, 4,000 DP.
Okay, Agumon's deleted. I will attack security with Wargreymon Ace.
Security check. It's only a Gabumon.
All right, and Wargreymon effect, when a card is removed from security, I will unsuspend, and then I will attack for a game with Wargreymon Ace.
Good game.
Good game. Yeah, the Greymon coming out of security and playing the Agumon was really lucky there. I assumed that the level 5 would get deleted, but I didn't expect I would have another attack there.
It was also very good timing on the option card, because that second part, the Digimon's effects, are not affected by your opponent's Digimon effects until the end of your turn, meant that when they did block like that, I wasn't able to run in this retaliation to take them out despite the DP boosts. So
yeah. Yeah, and wujak and I have played this matchup a few times in the past, and honestly, usually goes not so great for me playing Wargreymon, so nice to eke out a win here. But every game of Digimon is really different. As we saw, the security effects can be really impactful. If I had hit the wrong cards in security, I would have lost the game. Pretty much guaranteed here, considering how much board presence wujak has. So you really need to be thoughtful about what can go right with your plans, but also what could go potentially wrong.
And Treasure's just being modest. I might have a little leg up in these starter deck games, but most of our club meetings involve them kicking my butt. So hopefully you come by and check out the club meetings and see that in person.
Yeah, and so speaking of the club meetings, so we meet on the Robot Party Discord server every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time now. We just get together and play some games in tabletop simulator like this. If you're new to the game, we can set you up with decks. We can run tutorial games with you. We're always looking for ways that we can help new players and get them involved in the game. Personally, playing Digimon has had a really positive impact on my life. Meeting people through the Robot Party Discord, meeting people through tournaments locally and online, and just want to share a little bit of that happiness with other people.
Yeah, same. A lot of my best friends I have met through the Digimon Card Club on Robot Party and just Robot Party in general. So we hope to have you come hang out with us and see what it's all about.
Right, and that'll wrap things up for our tutorial game. Thanks for watching. I was
That
kind of
works
hoping
well.
this guy would die in security, to be honest.
Yeah, I was too. That's why I listed all this stuff. It's like it could happen.